Yes, you're still the one listening to us here on Radio Max 105.1 FM. We are on to topic time on the Orange Lounge. I am HKO. I'm here with Nana and Miss Philo.
Topic time, where we talk about what you think about.
Okay, so jealousy in marriage is a feeling of insecurity or fear that one's spouse is attracted to or interested in someone else, or that the spouse is not fully devoted. It can manifest as a normal or healthy emotion when it motivates a couple to protect and appreciate their relationship, but it can also become unhealthy and destructive if it leads to controlling, accusatory, or isolating behaviors. So on topic time tonight, we are looking at overcoming jealousy and by extension learning to trust and let go of insecurities. Welcome to topic time.
Topic time. Topic time, where we talk about what you think about.
Okay, so I have Nadabans on the line, Miss Philo in the studio, myself, and you can join us with your contributions as well on the topic overcoming jealousy, learning to trust and let go of insecurities. Let's discuss. So, Nadabans, okay, first of all, what is normal jealousy versus unhealthy jealousy?
Okay, thank you, Henry. Normal jealousy. I think every normal human being has an element of jealousy in him. Let me be a bit religious. Even the Bible says the God I've even saved, the one created us is a jealous God.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who loves anything, anyone who values anything, be it your partner, be it whatever, there's that element of jealousy that you definitely, as in the attempt to protect that thing, you are going to, show or exhibit. So for me, that is the normal jealousy.
Okay.
Yes. Then the excessive one is what? Come again. Which one did you say? Is the excessive one or
unhealthy?
Or the abnormal, unhealthy one?
Yes.
The unhealthy one is when it's out of control, when it's quite excessive, when it's not properly managed. That is when for me it becomes unhealthy.
Okay.
That's when it becomes also problematic. But the normal one for me, everybody, is jealous at a point in time. Yes.
Okay, Miss Philo.
Okay, so the normal jealousy, just as you said, everyone is, because the God we serve is a jealous God. So it means everyone has a little bit of jealousy in him or her. But the one that becomes unhealthy is there are some people that even if you're about who's on the imagine a horn more or when I saw Ben I don't know whether you understand. Like he doesn't mind like causing confusion and all that.
Just
or only to that extent. Obeyen who on the pouch. Go and support we are not a patch. There are people like that.
Okay.
When it becomes unhealthy, that's how sometimes to that extent, that's how sometimes they end up behaving. And those people too, it's not easy for you to control them. Then next an hour, then so you don't know what triggers them to be that excessive.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So the unhealthy one, they are those people. Obegu and say any who thinks say a pint of time be a tamobia we are go back canning na I'm shano I'm told Ross and question public I'm Tomano or we are sick then he or she comes and then apologize. Do you get it?
Yeah, so no, you were saying something.
I think it's when that sense of insecurity comes in. That is when they begin to behave that way. They feel insecure. They feel somebody, there's a competition out there which they are not in a position to compete. So any little thing, which as Auntie Philomena rightly said, any little thing be any good for Bajiniyama and Obasha ordering a story Yadako.
Okay. Someone says that Philo is speaking from experience.
Oh,
She's a suspect.
No, I'm not a suspect. I'm not speaking. But whoever said that, please. No. I'm just because I've seen people do it. I have seen people
but
do it.
You haven't experienced it.
Comedian, no. I think I decent. Oh. You see, it's like a Trebiani and something like.
Okay.
Maybe it's maybe to know or normal.
I know.
You go explain tire. Intelligent. May explain. I don't want to get tired explaining.
Okay. So in other words,
who say this,
in other words, for every love affair or relationship, there is a dent of jealousy that everybody carries into the relationship. So then let's find out this. Why is it then that the jealousy of some people can be so excessive? What makes certain people so extreme with their jealousy?
And so just as Nanaban said, it's a low self-esteem and insecurity. They are not secured. Assuming that you are let's say we're a middle class person, and then your wife is just high there, so she ends up associating with those big men. You see, you feel insecure. Well, show level now, show your level now, show on your number. You might think that me everyone say. So such a thing, they be because love self no one can sound so no. Only that confidence is not confidence of him or herself. Only that when they be a low self-esteem. Or dodge. There are people like that. Neither or dodge being to feel there. No, Mary no, she's outspoken, she's always out there, like seminars and all that, standing before people. Like, do you get the kind of things she does? No, Mary wait the imagine things. So she always feels insecure. That insecurity, no, Emma no, trigger no, Emma no, a jeans are a funny, and that is how come sometimes they end up behaving that way. And then one thing is past experience. Be one manner. Once upon a time, the person was traumatized. Into obi and bibisa into who bibisa panana a trigger that way. No, then I don't know. I reflect on argument, so I recall it that incident. No, it also a factor. Emma, they feel they become so excessive. I say overprotective. Let's put it that way. I say a broso.
Okay.
They become over excessive, or overprotective about their relationship or their marriages.
Yes, Harry.
So the same question that we are looking at.
I think that Miss Flackable Braid.
Okay.
What I want is when there's an imbalance, just as she said, I can realize that marriage, you know, you crew ska crew yisika. But should be a crew yourself. And at a point where I mean the other partner is rising in terms of maybe the career, in terms of the business, in terms of social status. There's been promotion at work and all that. The other one is stagnated. There isn't any, or them jealous neighbor. And a lot of factors come into play.
Okay, we've been joined by Nana Ehuntehun, the great, the dilemma man. Nana, do you have something to add? Why is it that the jealousy of some people are so excessive?
First of all, you have to understand that we're jealous.
I have to understand the word jealous. Okay, define it for me.
In our local way of saying jealousy, obia ono ochre enuanan. It doesn't wish to see anybody competing or having similar thing that he's having. So as Philo said, she just made it known, like when you are there and you realize that your wife, not just because your wife is having more degrees than you or anything, but when you realize your wife is so beautiful, okita me normally because tetenia can say Coca-Cola shape.
Oh, Sisia,
they are saying what they have a name given to it. Those who are having that good baths and that kind of thing. What's the name?
The same Coca-Cola now, baby answer saying.
They have
Nash.
now they good.
Nash.
They are now giving me the name. So you know.
In second category, they call it shankus. If that's
Okay.
what you've been trying to say,
So,
I've said it for you.
You see, so such a person realizing that the wife is having all that, or the guy is someone who is having that 6 packs now, so big bellies now. We are we are having the big bellies and the 6 packs and that kind of thing now. Beautiful, having that degrees and that so handsome degrees now. I don't know, it's when they realize that when they go out and they see that the wife and I said husband, such person, people are getting close every day, day in and day out. And I said one particular lady Bia, that lady knows so ekita the same specs as the husband. And I said one gentleman be how share man is sure no not the share. That gentleman who said no, gentleman was swag. Wow.
And the Onya Obafa.
A bit of I said your work Canada, but realizing that the person original hono or no shen won't be in compete.
Okay.
In any way.
But this woman has still chosen you, so what's your problem?
No. This thing you are just bringing my issue up. I always say that women they don't love. They only like. You get it? It's because you're able to provide.
A friend of mine says that she thinks that for her like is more pronounced than love for when it comes to relationship.
Yeah,
so in other words, if she tells you that she likes you, it's greater than when she's telling you that she loves you. I'm only adding to your point.
Okay.
Why are you looking so confused?
So it makes like what's it? Obani Janoa, Bemani Jano, Shannon, at times you weigh ourselves. Well, not because the man is having a good car, you are equally driving a good car. But who will one? Who say money doesn't come, like you are not close to the man. Not because of money. Not because of the car you are having.
You'll be surprised that this person you are describing, right? The spouse sees everything that she wants in a husband, and you, the man who sees yourself so below another person you are looking at. Some of these people that sometimes you think are in a higher position, they just don't even have the will to love a woman. They don't have the time to give to a woman. They don't know how to play. Everything is serious. They are always hungry. And you are the kind that your wife comes home, you welcome her, you talk, you listen to what she has to say. A lot of people, a lot of women appreciate those small things that this man is offering, but he can't see it in the woman's eyes or value it the way the woman values it. So he feels, if I should have the material things, if I should have more of the economic laurels, then
But Henry, what you just said, you know that thing is also fading out.
What is fading out?
Fading out in such a way that women that cares as the way you are saying, oh, how was your day? How was your...
It's fading out.
It's fading out.
Really, I'll debate that. I doubt.
Oh, it's fading out. Because most of the time...
Where, let him make his...
Where
are you coming from? From what point of view?
What is happening nowadays is that, most women are now... They are working
Stop stretching it. Say some women.
Okay, some women. The reason I say most is because nowadays everyone is working.
Not everyone.
Almost 90% of women are working.
You haven't done the survey. You can't place percentages there like that.
That's why, okay, whatever you put it or however you put it.
Yes. So if you stretch this too much, I'll debate you. And you don't want that.
Then let's come to debate. You see, what happens is that because maybe the time you are going to, the two of you close the same time. It's a bonus, Anna. That's when I remember. So, how was the day and that kind of thing, It depends. It's fading out because
it is not. It is not.
People that now you ask or you communicate with, well, say, I almost share that and dwell into that about say, how was your day near then? Just a few. As the way at first you come and meet the wife the woman at home and the woman will welcome you. Oh,
I'm going to ask you to try something. When we are done with the show, hopefully tomorrow, someone that you think is very vibrant, is outspoken and all of that, you can send a message or call the person and ask them, how are you doing, in your very good voice. Give the person a very low tone kind of it and ask the person, how are you doing? Then you get the real answer. That is what I am talking about. Like, making sure that you are tapping into how the person is feeling with the question that you are asking. That's what a lot of people lack these days. There's so much money people are making. There's so much that people are doing, traveling, making friends here and there. But there's always something that they lack that somehow you, the husband, or you, the wife, you have. That he knows that he's only getting that from you. And that is the main reason why they are with you. So if you can't see it from that point of view, as the husband or as the wife, and always thinking that someone else is competing with you for the attention of your spouse, you'll be doing yourself a great disservice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
And please, when there is lack of trust, when you don't trust the person, and then when like there is poor communication, also can lead to that.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
So you don't trust this person, you can't communicate well.
Based on an incident that has happened.
Talk about it.
So when the communication
do
is
you
not flowing,
you want this person to die, then you come and make noise.
Is not flowing. You have communication issues. You end up misunderstanding each other, like that kind of thing.
You see, the thing I've seen with communication is where you are speaking, then the person thinks they know where you are going to end with the AI. That thing pisses me off big time. Because you're supposed to.
They'll tell you, when baby is free.
You're supposed to listen to me and conclude properly what I am telling you. Let me finish with what I'm saying for you to then respond. But most of us are not responding. We are basically reacting to all that the person is saying. Then we'll miss the entire point that the person is communicating. Then later on he says, oh, no, I can't. So mostly I start there, baby, I can say, wow, look. What police for, what sort of this is that? Anyway, now some say that insecurity is often disguised as love. Therefore, victims of insecurity miss the true intentions. So my question then becomes, how does anyone ordinarily identify excessive jealousy without coming off as being too aggressive with the other person? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Henry.
Yes. So how do you ordinarily identify excessive jealousy, right? Without behaving in a way that is also seen as being too aggressive towards the other person?
To identify excessive jealousy, some of the signs are when one is overly suspicious. Sometimes we tend to be, constantly suspicious of our partners. Even though you be, even though any boy simple, no one can we should just ask America. Time or door open that she normally closes at work at 5. This time, she's coming at around 7. Immediately, she comes late. You are suspicious. You see her, or you see him talking on the phone. Then immediately she's not around the phone. Who she was talking to? So that they even go call the person. How do you know my wife? How do you know my husband? How did they get this number? What were you guys talking about? Some of these things are not better man or for me, it's quite excessive. You don't want to do that. We don't have a private life to live through. You don't want to do that. And also monitoring. Sometimes you monitor more, brother. I mean, that and then to know you better.
Okay.
The woman that they're quite proper that the company will do. That will be an uncle for you, mum. Maybe my wife will be you, ma. And my one on the boncomo. But the time open if you offer the colleagues. All these things, I believe, are signs that there's excess jealousy in in the relationship.
Okay, Nana, please.
No, I just want to chip in and then I'll come you as Nana is saying. My dear Nana, and then a good friend. Nana, just be informed that Henry or the Mugani when the birthday in Tao. I just want to inform you on that. My request in Jim Shaman. Message on and the wife, on board a daddy Lumba, I've been with her. Now, so what you were just saying in connection with the trust issue. Sometimes, so women also, if you don't show sign of jealous, they think you don't care. So, though I in excess, you've gone beyond what you are supposed to do. But some women also prefer that thing because they say, yes, truly my husband loves me. Some men also want it that way. They why they her wife their whoa her wife a friend made 2 times per paper would be says yeah. You know, some men also love it in that way. So it depends on how you see it that what could beyond what you are thinking.
Okay.
So that's what I just wanted to come in with.
All right.
And then moreover, as Nana was, I just wanted to add something small to Nana's own, like the trust. There's also trust, like lack of trust, because on Gini Panindi, on Gina, no, when I say I don't even believe the devil in me, and if I don't believe the devil in me, why should I even believe you?
Nti nipa no nakasa no onji no hunzi wa spread all around the obia oben ne biara so no onji ne nzi.
That is it. That is insecurity. Because nakasa onji no hundi, he doesn't trust himself. He said, I don't believe the devil in me. So how much more should I believe the Jesus in you?
Wow.
You get it?
Yeah.
So such a person, no, why the there, no wife no because 1, 2, 3. No. Only for a wife on fancha one. When the wife for a casa 1, 2, 3, no, massa, something else can happen. You get it?
Okay.
What's a tribute through ayayada?
Okay.
You get it? So the wife too, before and so about Warren, a be a kojubi or jubi the sugar daddy. It's also through there. By now, young girls now are banned. There's a saying that some girls, when they are about to vacate from school, what will be answer no krumu near Baba Makwan. So such girls comes out. Also through there, Narata Mo school or yebi. It doesn't believe in herself that maybe Amakasa cramming Jim Hundi, a big Mankasamenam Honkrano, Obinyam crowd beating the Mayamade. Now what how much more my husband, who is more of more resource than me.
Okay.
But Henry, you see, one thing I have grown to understand is relationship is a competition. It is likely that you can lose your partner to another person. For me, before I got married, all the ladies I went out with, when I met them, they had boyfriends.
Yeah.
But I ended up winning them.
Competitor.
Sometimes, too, even in marriage today, sometimes we relax so much after we get married. If we heavy, but at the end day, somebody too can also come in. Even though you are married, somebody can also come and snatch your wife or your husband from you. So that means it's a continuous process. There are certain things that we need to continuously do, showing love to ourselves, going out, and be by a obedience. But most of us, when we are relaxed. We don't go to the movies, and we don't show love. We don't buy things for ourselves again. We don't, send text messages. We don't even make love like we used to before we even go. So when someone else begin to show your partner those other men getting it but then when we still continuously do these things, you know, almost still there. Love will still be there to rather continue even to grow, and that bond will also be stronger and stronger. Then that case, you know, at all times that look, I'm still on top of my game. I mean, I can hold on to, I mean, that partner that is so much cherished. Otherwise, when you slack and someone comes on board and begin to do those things for you, or begging if you listen, how are you forgetting to lose it? So I believe these things should still be there. It shouldn't end after we go and say, I mean, I do at the altar. It should continue so that we can completely hold on to.
You should still act like you are chasing your partner.
Yes.
Okay.
And then HQ, when the person constantly accuse you of flirting, cheating, they be okay. And I saw boy drama. So when there are some people like that. They want to say you marry, like you know what you are doing. So constantly, no, they've tagged you as you are a cheat, or you flirting. So when those incidents happen, you know they know we need any too much word. And then there are some people today could even track your social media handles. Some even to the extent they track your phone, like a WhatsApp there message will be in chat there. I have that message on my phone.
I see.
There is an app for that, which they can down money and obey or connect to pay. Obi a be friend, kasi be a be can chat. I did be a be oba obey your own WhatsApp messages. Until like the person is tracked into own BB until when you are chatting a particular person and there is something, there is more beyond normal friendship. Oh, now on the phone.
So like spending this time doing all of that.
Or so that thing like oh you pen just like a boy
should have become CID or
WhatsApp
something.
Day pen or message is saying you na be on the phone.
Oh, we should have become a CID.
So like Cooks, when
Cooks sends us this. She says that every woman knows the other woman who is interested in their husband. Is it true?
So besia pe obi like a besia bengni pe why you know.
Okay.
The man now besia no say besia bi ni attitude o me hu de.
Ntache ye menfu ye ne ma kwa.
Do you understand? So that one there is true.
Nana enam ne besia bi pe wa hu a.
No,
but no, even the men, when a lady loves also interested, I don't mean for you could clearly see. Same thing applies to Emma. If a man is showing interest in you, who be also baby is so interested, who can pay the way any panning who can be diag, what is no, Padway, onya. My mamma many and I'm a family name Sifoma. No one. Why? So like it's
me will be.
Oh, like the men to use also like beside no one bringing beside
not that like your wife is seen with this guy a lot. And
then the
first time you see this guy,
how the guy behaves, how
you can see that
towards your wife and all that. Those women know. Guy, Edu Abraham Kufado, Nyamiri.
But I don't think it will be the first day that you, the guy, will read.
No, like so Ube, like it's
but for women, it will be like the first time. That day now,
within 2 hours. That 2 hours. I'll be identified.
So that shows how smart we are.
No. It shows that there's a particular job you people are very good at, archaeology.
It's not my job. It shows how smart we are. That's it.
So for me, I say that women, if you want very excellent archaeologists or quantity surveyors or surveyors or even engineers, you're likely to find them in women because they are particular about things. They are quite.
But women are powerful.
Yeah.
I always say women are powerful.
Yeah. So let's do our last question on this. Then we would. Okay. So finally, now that we know all those circumstances and conditions and jealousy states, how do we learn to trust and let go of insecurities? How do people learn that?
Open communication.
Open communication.
Like you should have heart-to-heart talk with the person. When you see something and you don't understand, I think when you share it or you ask, you get clarifications and then try to be a little bit vulnerable. Like open up, let the person know your fears, your worries, and all that. Do you get it? Nyama is true, your dreams and all that. It's normal. you become more insecure, and then sometimes too, you need to put yourself in the person's shoes. Do you get it? Try to be understanding. Like our symbiote can just give the person a listening ear, listen to the person, and then see what comes out of it from the person's perspective. Man, fun our view. How fun from the person's perspective. Why is the person thinking that way or doing this? Then I think when you do this, you'll be able to know. So I'll leave the rest for my other colleagues, if anything.
Okay. Another.
Yes, I also believe we need to work on our self-esteem. That is where most of the issues come from. When the self-esteem is very low, then that is when jealousy and issues also start. So if we can work on our self-esteem and also work on our mindset as well. And we bend in order, and we bend in order picture the wife with point you order be sometimes let's try and have all the facts before we begin to also attack our partners and begin to accuse them. That also helps a lot. And just as open communication is very important. Whatever it is, have time to discuss with your partner, and also try and manage that jealousy, because Obia will be said, Obia will be. But then when we manage it very well, that is when there will also be peace at home.
Okay. Nana, I want to.
Let's just focus on the present. Don't think about the past. Let the past think about itself. Because in the relationship, if such things happen, if jealousy dwells in much and you want to let it go, you have to forget about the past, your past issues, or the past of the woman that you are with. Before I as my brother just said that, I don't know a good day. A boyfriend not that then could with you get it. It is a quite who finish him.
Except one, I know that one.
It is so odd you finish.
But the question, man, cut the point of question.
I nearly said that. That's on the line. That's what I don't know, like I smart road. But I nearly said that. But it's the line into me.
That's somebody for
the so it's like at the end of the day, you realize that, say, if that person is there and sees that no, I will but I was able to get you from that person. Likely that maybe somebody can also take you away from me. It's you have to let it go. You have to know that your woman or your man is a changed person. You get it?
Yeah.
So if you let have that feeling that you are just letting the past go and then think about the present, how the two of you can go. I think it's also help. And then also make sure that you don't think about any negativity. Don't think about insecurity. Always think positive for yourself and for your partner. Men kwere obia ono nama odwin den yire be de mi odwin den nuku be de mi. Like as she was saying, somebody always think about my husband is like this. Mukuno pe mesiafo pa. But ukuno pe mesiafo no be so pe. And you accepted it. You get it? So you have to don't let it be. Ukuni be she be kasa pa. Or pe mesiafo no be so pe na G2 minutes. Or pe mesiafo fru be se be so be jatu. It's not like that.
Okay.
So you have to you have to change so many things so at the end of the day, you focus on yourself and the relationship that you are in.
All right.
And that one will be the best of
all.
all.
Please let me add this in. Sometimes you need to identify your insecurities, know the root cause. What triggers that? So, like, if you are able to know the cause, at the end, then you know where to tackle it.
Okay.
And then practice self-care. Like, take care of yourself, your mental well-being, take care of it. And then sometimes you need to seek support. Talk to people who support you, who uplift you, who will give you that positive vibe, and then not the other way around.
Okay.
And I think it will help you to overcome it.
All right. I think you all have made very good points. In conclusion, James chapter 3 verse 14 to 16 says, "But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, do not boast or be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For every jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there is, for where jealousy, what's happening to me today? For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice." So the Bible consistently portrays jealousy and envy as harmful, sinful emotions that lead to negative consequences. It is described as a work of the flesh, a characteristic of ungodly behavior, and a source of discord and evil. The Bible also highlights that love does not envy, and that true wisdom comes from God, not from selfish ambition and envy. And folks, that's a wrap on our discussion on topic time today. You can listen to the podcast edition on Spotify and YouTube on the HKO Live pages, HKO Live page on YouTube or Spotify. And remember to join us next time on Topic Time. Thank you to Nana, thank you to Miss Philo, and thank you to Nana Barnes. Thank you to Cooks who joined us with her messages alongside. And thank you, folks. Topic Time will be back again next week. Coming up is Nana's Dilemma. Stay on. This is the